finally, 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 I am back on YouTube live streaming. Hey everybody, Seth Cole here, and yeah, I've been away from live streaming on YouTube for a very specific reason, and it's because YouTube decided to be stupid. Uh, about I think it was back in November. I ended up having a strike against my channel because there was some kind of problem with a video I had put out way back in I think it was 2016. Where some of you will remember I ended up putting out videos of footage of online races that I did. A Wreckers series called the Walmart Wreckers series and everything. Well, I put signups up on this channel. I put a video out so that way people that, maybe that weren't in the community wanted to, go into a Wreck 'em Up series, that, they'd be able to get into that and, sign up for a number and all that kind of stuff. Well, YouTube had a problem with that video. I don't know what it was. And then they have like this weird system where you can, when they put the strike against your channel, you can either argue it or you can accept it. And they make it seem like if you accept it, it's going to be all fine and whatnot. And when you accept it, apparently the first strike against your channel is you don't get to live stream on Google Hangouts or otherwise for 3 months. Go figure. But it was they didn't even give a reason. They didn't even give a reason of why there was a problem with the video. So it was, I thought, stupid. I don't know what YouTube's whole deal was, but regardless, we're back. So that's a good thing. So I figured what I would do. I'm at a point currently in recording races where I am not able to record this morning. I'm kind of at a bit of a standstill because I have recorded up to not including the AllStar Race weekend. Just yesterday, I recorded the Pizza Hut X Series and Hersheys Cup Series races from Richmond. So we are now halfway through the regular season. We're now beginning AllStar Race weekend. And there's a couple of things that I need to get squared away as far as AllStar Race weekend is concerned. And also the fact that this year, AllStar Race weekend, both the AllStar Open, the Hersheys Open, and the Hersheys AllStar Race are both going to be races that will be co-commentated. So I've actually got to record the races, edit the video, upload it to YouTube, and then the co-commentators will come in and we'll do our stuff, and then, the video will be put up. So with that being said, I thought, well, what did I do this morning? Well, since I'm capable of live streaming, I figured I'd come on, let you guys know the stuff that's been going on behind the scenes with me. And, we'll do a little bit of a Q&A here, and, I'll show you some projects I've been working on, and just basically, we'll just hang out and chill, and, all that kind of stuff. Some Enter 2003 channels have strikes for stupid reasons. A lot of controversies happen. Yeah, I don't even know. I mean, what is the problem with a sign-up video for an online series? I don't know. I don't know if it's because someone flags the video or what, but I wouldn't be as upset about it if they at least gave a reason, and if the reason was, somewhat realistic. And I got my dog barking. Deirdre, say hi. You're on live stream. Let's let the camera focus on you. Hello, Deirdre. How are you? I don't know where my other dog is. Duncan, where are you at? Duncan, come here. We want to get you on the live stream. Duncan. I think Duncan's camera shy. Deirdre's not camera shy. Deirdre, where's Duncan at? Duncan McTavish, come here. Come here. Duncan, come. Duncan, come. I hear you. Come. There you are. Okay, sit. Come here. Come here. Come here. We got to see you. Come here. Duncan, come. Duncan, come. Duncan McTavish. He's not coming. He's being stubborn. Okay, right here. Right here. Right here. Right here. Sit. 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 There we go. Now that he's sitting, we can take a look at him. There's Duncan. Hi, Duncan. What are you doing? What's up? What's up, bud? He's on duty. He's on guard. Okay, so anyway, let me put this back here. Okay, so Let's start first off with a little bit of a thing that went on Facebook yesterday on the NSCRA Facebook group. I'm going to turn my camera off here because I'm going to be sharing my screen quite a bit with you guys. So I figured that based off of the AllStar Race that's coming up, there are 23 drivers that are locked into the AllStar Race. I'm not going to show you guys a list or anything because it's going to spoil the upcoming races. We got Pizza X Series at noon here today from a new road course of Kayami Raceway. Then tomorrow we've got a debuting track for Hersheys Cup Series at Baja Rally. That's an exciting race. You're not going to miss that. And then we've got all three series going to be running on Friday, Saturday, or I'm sorry, not Friday, Saturday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday at Richmond. And then we'll have All-Star Race weekend. So 23 drivers are locked into the All-Star Race, which leaves us 19 drivers that are going to be in the All-Star Open. And I thought, well, you know what we're going to do? We're going to actually up that from 19 to 24. And so what I decided to do was I decided to make a few cars, 5 in total, for drivers that, or for teams that either have 1 or 2 cars basically on their team. And then the team owners would decide who is going to drive said race cars. They would have to be drivers that are currently running in Pizza X Series or the Taxpayer Truck Series. There is only one ride that still has not had a driver named for it. I'm still waiting to find out who that driver is going to be. All the other 4 have actually, I've been notified who the drivers are that are going to be driving said rides. So let me show you what these rides are, and I'll give you the drivers accordingly that are going to be in those rides. This is the first ride. This is the number 6 Black Panther Ford Fusion, which is going to be driven as a teammate to Levi McIntyre for Metal Maniacs Motorsports. We got the number 48. That's going to be Cody Lamas. He's making his return up to the Hersheys Cup Series, at least for a one-off for the All-Star Open. Then we got the number 62, SunTrust Chevy Camaro. That's going to be driven, I found out, by William Brock for William Brock Motorsports. That'll be a teammate to the 29 of Kyle Keith for the Open. Then we got the number 96, Loves Travel Stops Ford Fusion out of Kev Shearer Racing Tech. This is going to be a teammate to RJ Reynolds in the 69, and it's going to be driven by Scott Roush. And then last but not least, we got the number 20 Tide Pods Toyota Camry, which is going to be out of Fire Ice Racing. Team owner Emmanuel Hartnett announcing that Phil Parker is going to be the driver of that car. We're going to have, of the drivers I just stated there, Lamas, Parker, Brock, and yeah, who was the other one? And Roush. 2 of them are returning drivers that would not be considered rookies. 2 of them are drivers that would be considered rookies. William Brock ran full-time season back in season 1 of Hersheys Cup Series, and Cody Lamas, of course, has been in the Hersheys Cup Series, I think, since season 3. So both of them would not be considered rookies. Phil Parker, on the other hand, would be a rookie because he only has 2 Hersheys Cup Series starts. Those were back in season 4. And, of course, Scott Roush, I don't believe, has ever made a Hersheys Cup Series start, so he would also be considered a rookie. I'm just waiting to find out who's going to be the driver of that number 6, and then after that, we're going to basically, I'll be starting in on the All-Star Race and everything. Got a question here from Austin the Plant. Do you have a pool table because of the balls and cue sticks? My grandmother used to have one before she moved to a condo. Yes, I actually do. I ended up getting it back in, I think it was 2008. And I ended up purchasing, I think, half of it myself, and then my parents purchased the other half of it. It was, if I remember correctly, about $1,200, and we were able to actually get it on eBay. And yeah, I've had this for a while. The big issue for me is I don't get to play pool very often anymore. Mostly because the pool table now, because I'm usually working a lot, it has become the, I don't know, put anything you want on it kind of table where people in my family have just like set stuff down, and it several times has been cleaned off, and then it ends up having stuff put on it again. So I haven't probably played pool in about maybe 6-7 months. But yep, it is indeed a pool table. I can actually let's see if I can show you guys at least part of what it looks like. Let me turn my camera back on. All right. So yeah, as you can see, my computer is actually set up on my pool table. And then there's my second computer also set up on my pool table. But the pool table itself looks like this. It's a purple pool table. And yep. And all the cue sticks and all the balls and everything came with it too. So it was a really good deal. I was really happy about that. I think it was kind of considered a graduation present, if I remember correctly. Oh, somehow I opened up a video pad on my other computer. I don't know why. All right, so anyway, enough of that. Okay, let's see. Also happened the current state of some Enter 2003 leagues to get views for controversy with a league. How do you feel about NSCRA, biggest league of the Enter 2003? I don't think that NSCRA right now, to be honest with you, is the biggest league in Enter 2003 out there right now. And oh, hey, Joseph, Joseph Bryan, my neighbor, just commented here. Joe Swish 01, wow, TBT to that channel. But let's see. So yeah, like I said, I don't think NSCRA is the biggest league out there right now. I actually thought about putting out a video a couple of days ago when there was a whole thing going on with Napa Fan putting out the state of the NRLOA and Marty Sakala putting out the state of the NOFSRL. I thought, well, maybe I'll put one out for my channel. And so maybe what I'll do is I'll just right now say what I was going to say in that video. In my view of NSCRA, I don't think we're the biggest league out there anymore. I think we're one of the oldest leagues still running. But when you look at our current situation, there's really, in all honesty, 4 of us that are even really doing NSCRA-oriented leagues anymore. Myself is one. James Qualls is another with the Capital GTX series. You've got Levi McIntyre with the NSCRA Marvel Studios Cup series. And then you got Dylan Young, who just finished up not too long ago another season of the NSCRA T-Mobile Cup series. And Dylan Young's president of NSL, so I don't have a problem with him, alternating and, not running just completely NSCRA leagues. But I don't see NSCRA as a top, the top of the Enter 2003 leagues anymore for 2 specific reasons. Number one, we're an older generation of NR 2003 now. I mean, most of us, with the exception of Qualls, I think he's in his 30s, most of us are in our mid to late 20s now. And so our priorities have changed as opposed to back when I think NSCRA had its heyday back in like 2013, 2014. The reason that our priorities have changed is, as I just stated, we're getting older. Back then, we were in high school. High school homework wasn't nearly as daunting. We didn't have any jobs we had to really go to. We could devote a lot of time to NR 2003 and doing NR 2003 things. But as the years have gone on, now our priorities have changed, and Enter 2003 stuff has had to kind of take a bit of a back burner to life decisions. A lot of us are in college. A lot of us have jobs. We have to devote our priorities to those now, and Enter 2003 has kind of gone into the hobby stage of our life. I know that videos keep coming out on this channel. A big reason for that is because I end up in the mornings when I'm able to actually record, I'll record as many as 2-3 races a day. And then while I'm doing my college work during the day, I will be able to have on my second computer, have the videos editing, have them rendering, and then I usually upload them during the night. So I'm usually able to be somewhere 5-6 races ahead because of that system, but it doesn't mean that I've devoted my entire day to Enter 2003. Usually it's about only an hour and a half to maybe 2.5 hours in the morning, and not normally, not even really each day. So while I'm still doing Enter 2003 stuff, I'm not devoting nearly as much time to it as I would have about 2 or 3 years ago. I mean, 2 or 3 years ago, I'd finish recording a race, I'd render it, and I'd get right on to the next one. I'd usually record somewhere to between 3 to 4 races a day. I can't do that anymore because, like I said, the priorities for us have changed. I mean, you notice that there's a lot of different people that don't do Enter 2003 anymore that are currently on the NSCRA member list. You've got Michael Norman, he's currently working. You've got Dylan Poteet, he's currently in college. You've got Anthony McCurry, he's currently working. There's a lot of people that they just can't devote the time anymore, and it's perfectly understandable. I mean, it might be hard for people that are really into Enter 2003 to not understand. They're like, when's the next race coming out? But as you go through the years, you come to realize that Enter 2003 isn't all there is, and at some point Enter 2003 either has to take a backseat or has to be done with altogether. I stated I'm trying to remember. I think it was back in like 2016, 2017. Someone asked me the question of how long is the NSCRA going to be around? And in all honesty, I don't have the answer to that. I can't say that NNSCRA is going to stick around for 5 years. I can't say it's going to stick around for 2 years. I can't say it's going to be around by the end of 2018. It all really depends on how everything falls into place. And so that's basically just all I've got for an answer on that. It just depends. I cannot give a definite time of how long Enter 2003 series on this channel are going to stick around, or how long this channel in general is going to stick around. But the second point I was going to say, too, of why I don't really think NSCRA is the top tier series anymore, too, not only have our priorities changed, but also there's got to be motivation. The thing that we have to remember is that this is not real life. Enter 2003, we're basically making up a fantasy world with fantasy drivers. It's not real life. And so with that being said, a lot of times people are going to realize, this isn't real life. This isn't going to impact me further on down the road. Why am I bothering to do this? I'm not enjoying it. So what's the point of doing something that you're not enjoying? There is no reason of doing it. I mean, I've still got the motivation. James Quall still has the motivation. Levi McIntyre still has the motivation, but that doesn't mean we're going to have the motivation next month or in the next 3 months. Right now the motivation is there, but if the motivation's not there, I'm not going to force people that are running NSCRA series to have to put out video after video after video if they're not enjoying themselves in doing it. It's just that simple. So, got a dog here. So, like I said, I got it. So, like I said, we're getting older, our priorities changed, and the motivation. That's the difference. And, and I don't have a problem with NSCRA not being the top out there. I wasn't exactly overjoyed that it was the top tier series back in 2014, 2015. I liked it. I thought it was great, but I wasn't really letting it go to my head like, oh, all these other series are absolutely horrible. I am more than willing to help out any series that's out there to be able to get on its feet and, get out there into the Enter 2003 community. I have no problem with that. I mean, I've been really excited to see how NRLOA has taken off. I've been seeing another series, I think it's NIORL. There's a lot of different series out there that are now a lot of factions that are starting to step up, and they're starting to kind of be the new guard taking over for the old guard, which is us. So I have no problem with that. I love to see that. I love to see Enter 2003 community flourishing, and wherever the NSCRA faction slots in, it really doesn't matter to me. It really doesn't. And hello to Michael. I just now look at the comments. Hello, Michael Norman. All right, so enough of that. Let's get down to some updates of stuff that's going to be going on here on the channel. So now that I'm able to live stream again, more than likely, and the first one will probably take place tonight, we will have our YWC predictions videos on Google Hangouts now, and we'll be live streaming them rather than recording them where we were normally doing it over in TeamSpeak. We will probably be doing Google Hangout live streams for our predictions videos. So that's going to probably be starting tonight. I believe we're going to be starting somewhere a little bit before 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time because tonight I've also got a league race that I have to basically be available by 6:30. So it'll be somewhere between the 5 o'clock to 5:45 Eastern Standard Time that we'll probably get started. And you can tune into that and you can give us your input on what your predictions are. We are doing our predictions for the upcoming WWE Elimination Chamber pay-per-view, which is going to be coming up this Sunday. Let's see. Secondly, you may have noticed I've been putting out promo videos every Wednesday. Back on I think it was the 7th of February, a league that I run, the Icebreakers Online Series, is now in its 7th season. And I have turned it into what's called an open setup league. It's the first time that I've ever done this. What it is people actually make their own setups for the race rather than me putting together a setup and everybody running the same based setup. It's made for some really exciting racing. We had a really good race last week at Kansas, and tonight we are at the Monster Mile of Dover. And if practice, a testing session that we had on Monday, it gives any indication, you're not going to want to miss it. Usually Dover brings about some really good racing, so you're not going to want to miss that. You can head over to twitch.com/ThrashManiac99. Levi McIntyre is the guy that live streams our Icebreakers races. Head on over there at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time and check out that race. It should be a lot of fun. And every Wednesday we end up having an Icebreakers race. And I got to thank Levi McIntyre for bringing those races onto a broadcast for people to be able to see what goes down. And, head on over there and follow his channel too. So that way you'll be able to be notified every Wednesday when he goes live with an Icebreakers race. Let's see. I guess Michael, you got to work tonight during the YWC predictions or something? Is that what you're saying? I guess that's what he's saying. So there's that. Let's see, I got another question from Chris Dodd. What was your thoughts about the finish of the Daytona 500? I actually didn't even post on Facebook my thoughts about the Daytona 500 because, to be perfectly honest, I don't really have an opinion. I will say that I was pulling for Eric Almirola in those last laps. I would have liked to have seen Almirola win. A lot of people are giving Austin Dillon hate for wrecking for wrecking Eric Almirola. A lot of people are saying Eric Almirola wrecked himself with the blocking. I don't have an opinion. The only thing that I will say is it was the final stages of the race. Nobody's going to lift. That's my mentality when I race online in 2003. You get down to about 10 laps to go, especially when you get down to 5 laps to go, and especially when you get to the white flag, you don't lift. You do not lift. There's a win on the line. There's a good finish on the line. You're not going to cut the other driver slack. You're not going to lift. So based on that would be my mentality. I can't fault Austin Dillon for having the same mentality when he's got someone blocking him. But, I mean, I'm not siding with Dillon. I'm not siding with Almirola. All I'm saying is it's the last lap of the Daytona 500. Nobody's going to give an inch. Stuff like that's going to happen. Plain and simple. A lot of people are saying there's a conspiracy about Austin Dillon winning 20 years after the 3 went to victory lane with Dale Earnhardt. That's stupid. That's dumb. That's just not a thing. So, whoever's throwing out that conspiracy, it's not real. I mean, congrats to Austin Dillon. He's won, what is it? There's like 4 crown jewels that people want to win. They want to win the 500. They want to win the Mountain Dew Southern 500. They want to win the Brickyard. And then they want to win the Coca-Cola 600. And Austin Dillon's done 2 of those 4 now. He's now won the 500 and the 600. So I don't know if he'll win at Darlington and Indianapolis, but he's already got at least 50% of the crown jewel completed. totally awesome seeing the 3 and the 43, 1-2 on the scoring pylon. Yeah. And then you had the 11 as well. 3 pretty iconic numbers. I don't even know what the whole deal was with Denny Hamlin and Darrell Wallace Jr., that whole thing. Again, another thing where I'm going to kind of reserve judgment and, let the rage lay where it is. But regardless, anyway, let me show you guys, while I'm thinking of it, let me show you guys another project that I've been working on. I remember a while back, if you guys remember, I did I think it was a Christmas Miracle live stream where I showed you guys a track I was working on called Christmas Miracle Speedway. And then I also showed you guys a track, I think I showed you guys Holodega, or I may have put out like a promo video or something. So let me kill the camera real quick. Let me find this. For those of you who may not know, Cardin Shelly, you may see him commenting on my videos and everything. We call him James Shelly when he races with us online. He and I have been friends for a long time. We do a lot of online racing together. We've been teammates for a long time in a lot of different series. And we had this whole running gag that went on called that we would blame Shelly for anything that happened. And it turned into a blame Shelly insurance. Well, in that case, I think it was about a month ago or something, Shelly says to me, you should actually make a track that's based off of Blame Shelly Insurance. Now, there's very few tracks that I'm actually able to open up with Sandbox that I don't get some kind of a notification of cannot load Flagger 3DO file or something. So there's very limited on what tracks I'm able to edit, hence why I was only able to edit an Auto Club track for Christmas Miracle Speedway, and I think it was Talladega 2012 night what I ended up editing to a Holodega race. Yes, hashtag blame Shelly, Chris. You're absolutely right. But I was looking into different tracks that I could end up editing to be able to make a blame Shelly Raceway. And I found one track that actually does load into Sandbox. And so I decided that I was going to mess around. And it's only in its beginning stages. But I'm going to show you guys the current process, the current status that I'm on of the Blame Shelly Raceway. This is a track that is known as Negus Rallycross. I don't think that this track has ever been shown on my channel. I ended up running a race here once with Super Stadium trucks. Ran a special event there and everything. You may actually notice if you go to my channel and you notice the banner up on the top, I think there's a picture of Super Stadium trucks, and there's a truck that's like flying in the air off of a banking. That's actually this track. And Carson Gunn was actually the winner of that race too. But let me show you guys what I got here. Obviously, the Blame Shelly Insurance colors are green, so the entire walls around the track, I made a nice frog green. I also actually added in, I think, both of these grandstands here on the front straightaway. So let's move forward here. And I've done a little bit of working with MIPS. And so we've got our Blame Shelly Insurance restart zone here just before the start-finish line. So that was a new thing that I ended up kind of working on to see if I could make a restart zone. And so there it is. You move on over here, and let me show you what this track is like. This track is actually a lot of fun to drive. I ended up seeing this track for the first time back in James Silverfox or Shane Sides series. He ran an S-Fox, what was it called? Dirt Warriors, I think it was called, which was with the Super Stadium Trucks mod. And he had heat races and then a main event. And I ended up finishing second in a photo finish to Eric Rodriguez at this track. It was a lot of fun. But you notice you go here, and there's this jump that you literally go over and land on the other side. It's amazing. I've been trying to figure out how to be able to actually take this jump, copy and paste it, and then have another jump down right here in this area, but I haven't been able to come up with something yet for that. But you have also, in case you don't want to take the jump, you have this other way that you could go, which goes back behind the trees and then comes out this way. I added in this grandstand here as well. So I ended up adding some grandstands. Basically, the entire infield here before were these trees. And that this is a cool spot here. You've got this area right here, but here's the interesting thing. You can run right here in the center, but you can also run that banking area there. You can actually have your truck. Usually you have to do with super stadium trucks, but you can run up here. It's almost like a high banked Daytona turn that you can run all the way around. So that is really cool. It was actually right back here. If you went and saw that picture on my channel, right there, I ended up cutting the corner and I ended up going off the over into that area. Going, I think I took this area of the grass right here and then just flew over everybody. But yeah, that was a lot of fun. But then you move on down here, and this is one of the toughest corners. This is actually where I ended up bringing about that photo finish with Eric Rodriguez, because he took a little bit of time getting through this corner, and I kind of cut the course a little bit here and was able to get alongside him, and we dragged race down the front straightaway. Now, there is a couple of things I would like to do with this track, but I don't know how to do them. I don't know if there's a way to transfer 3DO and MIP files from one track to another. If you guys remember back during the Blame Shelly, or not Blame Shelly, the Talladega race, there were Blame Shelly billboards on the back straightaway. And right here, there's an area, I think you can see like a gray line right there. That gray line is actually a glitch spot that you can hit and your car, truck, whatever the case, flips over. You can't go through there. I would love right here to be able to put one of those Blame Shelly billboards, but I haven't been able to figure out how to transfer a 3DO file over from one track to another. So unless I'm able to figure that out, I won't be able to do that. But then we go back here to the front straightaway. So a lot of things that I'm going to do is I'm going to make some decals to obviously put here in the grass and Blame Shelly logos and whatnot. And I'm probably going to put some other sponsors and whatnot as well. But I would like to be able to put some other objects in here and see if that would be possible. But like I said, I haven't had much luck yet in figuring out how to transfer 3DO files. I'll be fixing the grandstand there and all that kind of stuff. But anyway, that's a look at the Blame Shelly Raceway. And at some point, I'll probably run some kind of an online event here, but I haven't decided when yet and what it will be and all that kind of stuff, because I'd like to obviously get the Icebreakers Online series finished up first. Oh, you couldn't see anything. Ah, oh, crap. Okay, well, let me see if I can... Huh. Alright, let me see if I can get it back again then. That's weird. Alright, you know what I'm going to do? Maybe I'll just go in full screen. Maybe I'll just record full screen. Yeah, let's do the entire screen. Oh, hey, Charles. Alright. Hide that. Okay. You guys should be able to see it now. I think. Hopefully. I'm going to just check and see if you guys are able to actually see it. Showing up on my stream here, so hopefully you guys are able to see it. Okay, cool. All right, so let me just, I'll just give you guys a quick tour again. Basically, the only changes that I've made to the track up to this point is I made the walls green. We've got the Blame Shelly restart zone. We've got, I think 3 new grandstands that I put in. The original grandstand was right here, and then I put in a grandstand there. I put in a grandstand here at the front straightaway, and then there's also a grandstand down here on the, I guess we could call this the backstretch. But other than that, basically I haven't made many other changes to the racetrack. I want to put like some logos right here in the grass. Probably going to put some logos along this stretch as well. I'm also thinking about putting like some, not really road signs, but you know, like road arrows that you see on streets and whatnot. Like I'll put like maybe a caution sign here just before this turn, and back here where you've got the branch off, maybe have like 2 arrows, one pointing forward and one pointing to the right, just random stuff. But yeah, who knows? Maybe what I'll do after Icebreakers is over. I know I mentioned this. I think it was Nicole Baker that I would like to at some point do a Super Stadium Truck Series, and maybe we'll have it be the Blame Shelly Super Stadium Truck Series, and we'll run all the races here at this track. Who knows? Anyway, let me just check and see if okay. Exactly. No need for cautions. If we go off, we blame Shelly. Actually, I think I'm trying to remember. Charles, I think you were a part of the race actually. When we ran here, we actually didn't have cautions unless a truck flipped over, so that would probably still be the case if we end up running a series. Um, I think yeah, I'm pretty sure Charles was a part of that. Maybe not. I don't recall. Uh, let's see. There was something else I was gonna tell you guys here too, and I'm trying to think of what it was. Let me actually close out Sandbox here. Turn the camera back on, I guess. Yay! Um. Oh, that's what it was. One thing that I haven't been doing recently that I want to get back into doing again is NSCRA gaming single player. The last thing that I did was I think the completion of Half-Life 2, if I recall. Um, okay, so Charles, you were part of it. Okay, yeah, that was it. Okay. I thought you were part of it, but I wasn't certain. I people that I remember that were in it. I remember Carson was in it. I remember DJ was in it. I think Louvier was in it. You were in it. Jackson was in it. I don't remember if Levi was in it. I don't recall who else was in it, but yeah, that I mean I enjoyed it, and maybe it'll come back. Um, but like I was gonna say, I want to do some more NSCRA single player gaming, but I haven't been able to figure out what game I want to do or what game would be able to work well with with my computer and everything. So if you guys have any suggestions of a game that was made between the years 2003 and 2007 or 8, that's about the graphics area that I'm able to work around. So let's see. Yeah, I'm not surprised my webcam is laggy. It probably would be better if I was doing this over on my other laptop, but I decided to just do it on this laptop. So, um, play another racing game like Burnout 3 or Need for Speed. Um, I mean, maybe I would be able to do something like that. Um, but we'll see. Oh, hey Carter. We're going to Dover tonight for Icebreakers. So, yeah. Um, what is the biggest Enter 2003 league? I don't really know. I personally, based on what I've seen, um, for what I've seen, the biggest Enter 2003 league out there right now, I think, is NRLOA, because they've got a lot of members, and a lot of those members seem to be active. Um, I'm sure there are other ones out there that I just haven't noticed, but yeah, I just haven't really been out there noticing any other leagues that are going on. Like I said, I'm not as much into Enter 2003 now as I was back then. I don't sign up for every league that I see out there. I'm very selective about the leagues that I sign up for now, just based on the fact that I just don't have the time to be able to keep up with all that. If you guys want, I can turn my webcam off if it's annoying you guys with the lag. I don't really care. That way you guys don't have to see my mouth move at 1 frame per second. Um, Michael ordered pizza. Do I want some? Absolutely. I haven't had pizza for 2 weeks. I am dreadfully missing my pizza quota. So yes, I need pizza ASAP. You can mail it to me if you want or something. Send it by carrier pigeon. Just make sure the pigeon doesn't eat it. Well, I guess he can have a little because he would have to keep up his strength to fly the entire East Coast. Let's see. Oh, another thing that I just realized too, I've been keeping track because we have within a little less than 2 months the seventh anniversary of this channel. It's pepperoni. I'm sold. Sold. Pepperoni, absolutely. I'll take it. Anything with meat. Only meat that I don't like on pizza is anchovies, but I will take any kind of meat on pizza. But we got the 7-year anniversary of this channel coming up on April 2nd. And I want to do something special, but I don't know what. And I'm open to suggestions of what you guys think should do. I thought, and this is just a suggestion from me, and you guys can give your input on whether you want it or not. I've thought about, at least for one thing, doing the. I think it's. I want to say it'd be the 12th, but I'm not 100% certain. Let me quickly take a look and see, real quickly here on my videos, whether it would be 12th or 13th. I know I've done the 11th. And it would be the 13th, actually. I've already done the 11th, and I've done the 12th. It would be the 13th NSCRA Snickers Cup Series Daytona 500. I did the 11th one. I did the 12th one. Those were the only Snickers Cup Series races that were going to be going on, would be the Great American Race. If you guys want me to do that, I mean, I'm probably going to be putting out like 4, 5, 6 different videos on that day as like a special anniversary video montage thing. So if you guys want me to do something like that, let me know. I'll probably be using the new mod, which also I should mention as well. I don't know if you guys are aware of this or not. I think I've told a couple of people in TeamSpeak. The Hersheys Cup Series, at least next season, for Season 7, will be going to the new Monster Energy Cup Series 18 mod, which means that all Chevrolet teams this season will actually have to be Chevy Camaros next season. And I've already started work on painting said cars as well. I've already got, Dylan Young's Ford, Kyle Matthews Chevy, Charles Sanford's Chevy, Cole Baker's Chevy, Sean Galligan's Chevy, Dallas McIntosh's Chevy, and I think I'm missing one. Oh, Benjamin Miles Chevrolet and Benny Watson's Chevrolet. So, I'm in the process of already starting to get set for Season 7, and we'll be using the new mod, as I said. So that's a little announcement for you guys there as well. But, yeah, like I said, with the anniversary coming up, I'm going to be doing probably a minimum of 5 videos, maybe a maximum of 7 videos that'll be coming out on April 2nd. And so I'm open to ideas of what you guys think I should do. I'm going to have some gaming videos. We'll have some Enter 2003 videos and all that kind of stuff. Also, I wanted to throw out to you guys also a question of, would you guys be interested in seeing the NSCRA Royal Rumble come back? Because it's been a while since I've done that, and that's kind of been a moniker on this channel. And, it's something that I probably would be able to do. And, what mod would you guys be interested in seeing it be? Of course, we would run at Talladega, no walls, because where else are we going to run it? So, if that's another suggestion, if you guys are interested in maybe doing me doing something like that. next season. Think we'll be seeing a return driver for the 3-car. Oh, I guess Michael's coming out of retirement. Looks like LaPlante's on board with the Royal Rumble idea. Yeah, give me suggestions of mods that you think I should run for it. I'm trying to remember what I even ran for the mod last time. I know that I did the ss.net mod at one point. I'm actually going to turn my camera off here just so that way it's not annoying. Um, Maybe it'll make the stream run better too. Who knows? Trying to recall what the other mods were that I used, but I also got to think of whether I'm going to have it be a 30 or a 40 car Royal Rumble. But anyway, so if people are interested, maybe I'll have the Royal Rumble. Also, maybe I'll have the Royal Rumble be one of the videos that I'll do for the 7-year anniversary as well on April 2nd. I mean, maybe we could do like the Royal Rumble. We can do a Snickers Cup Series Daytona 500. Trying to think of what we would do in terms of gaming videos for that day, but yeah, way back Wednesday. Absolutely. Going back to a lot of different things have been on this channel, but yeah, I guess it would kind of make sense because the Royal Rumble is something that's been a big thing on this channel, and the Snickers Cup Series is a big thing on this channel. So to have two big races of those two different things on the 7th anniversary day, that would make sense. What day does the anniversary fall on? It falls on a Monday. All right. Never said anything about coming out of retirement. I know you didn't, but who else are you going to put in the 3-car? You've only had 2 people in the 3-car for Hersheys Cup, yourself and Brooke Allen. And since Brooke Allen's in the 3-car this year, she can't be returning. Okay, Belding, to answer your question, April 2nd isn't typically a gaming session day. That is true. What it would be is we wouldn't be recording on April 2nd. We would probably record before that sometime, either here in February or in March. And whatever video I think would be a good video to have, I would save until April 2nd for for making that video public. It wouldn't be that we would actually record the gaming session on Monday, April 2nd. It would be that whatever video we end up having, I would make it public on that day. Who said anything about the 3 being in Cup? You did. You said for Hersheys next season, I think we'll be seeing a returning driver to the 3-car. If I remember correctly, I think it would insinuate the Cup Series. Record on April Fool's Day for the pranks. Yeah, not likely, Charles, because that's on a Sunday. I don't think I'd be recording on a Sunday. Let's see. Give new opportunities to guys to be in the Hersheys Cup Series because the same guys always isn't good for your series. Well, meant the driver being from Cup. You're confusing me, Michael. Yeah, you're twisting my brain into a pretzel. To quote Cal Naughton Jr., I got a pretzel in my head. The reason that I have it the way it is with the charter system, though, in the Hersheys Cup Series is basically it's people that have been with the channel for a long time. And if they decide that they want to, thanks, Charles, appreciate it. Not hard to twist my brain into a pretzel. Is that what you're saying? Wow, I didn't know that this live stream was going to turn into a roast all of a sudden. But I don't see an issue with the same people being in Hersheys Cup Series because we've got Pizza Hut X and Taxpayer Truck Series for those new drivers to be able to be in. So with bringing back the 3 series, it does give those new guys opportunities. And of course, with the charter system I've got in place too, it still also gives new drivers an opportunity with the fact that whoever finishes top 5 in the point standings in Pizza X Series, they automatically get charters for the upcoming season of Hersheys Cup Series. And then the 5 drivers lowest in the Hersheys Cup Series, they lose their charge and they can go to either Pizza Hut or Taxpayer. I think it's a good system, and it allows people to be able to have an opportunity to move up to the top tier series of Hersheys Cup Series. So, it's not like the opportunity isn't out there for new guys to be able to be in Hersheys Cup. You've had drivers in the 3 in Trucks and Pizza Hut X. One of them could be a driver from the 3, could be the driver of the 3 in Cup next season. Right, okay. But okay, Michael, your statement was we could see a return driver, which insinuates a return driver from Hersheys Cup Series. You should have said we could see a return driver from one of the 3 series. That's how you should have said it. So, yeah, I shall brook no argument. Anyway, let me see. Was there anything else I was going to tell you guys? Seems like there was. I'm forgetting something. The champion of the Taxpayer getting a charter ride for Hersheys. No, the Tax Slayer champion gets an automatic ride in Pizza Hut X Series. Like this past season, Nick Johnson was the champion of Tax Slayer, and he could have taken a Pizza Hut X Series ride, but he never got back to me. And he instead ended up signing up for a Truck Series ride again. So basically how the whole system works is the top 5 in Tax Slayer, they get to move up to Pizza X Series. The top 5 in Pizza X Series, they get to move up to Hersheys Cup Series. That's how the system works. Here's an idea on those times you get bored, you could stream painting requests you have. I mean, I see what the hidden message is there, Charles. But still, the only problem with that is I don't think I've got a computer really that capable of recording streaming of me painting. I think that the frames would be pretty bad. I really would love to do that, though, because there's a lot of times that I do a lot of painting and whatnot, and I think to myself, I could be streaming this and people could be seeing what I'm doing. Because it does get a little bit difficult to actually do. I know I've done like those sped up paints videos. Only problem with that is I have to do the recording of it with Bandicam, and there's some weird thing where I try and make a new layer in GIMP, and it won't let me do it because I'm recording. So it's weird. If I had a better computer, there's no doubt I would have already been doing live streams of me painting cars. But I mean, maybe I'll do like a test run at some point. People can tell me what the quality is. But anyway, Seth, can you name all the drivers aside from myself I have signed up in your series? Are you talking about this current season of Tax Slayer, Pizza Hut, and Hersheys, or are you talking about overall? Let's see. So I can continue in Pizza next season if I'm not in the last 5 in Pizza. You're 37th in points. Yeah. If you're, there isn't a thing in Pizza Hut X Series where if you finish in the bottom 5, you have to take a Tax Slayer Truck Series ride. You can still be in the Pizza Hut X Series next season. It's just the top 5 in Pizza Hut X that get to move up to Hersheys Cup. But anybody that runs in Pizza Hut X Series this season can return for season, what would it be, season 5? Wow. Of Pizza Hut X Series next year, regardless of where they finish in the point standings. Michael, if you're talking about people that have signed up in the series this season, you've got Melody Baker in the 3 truck, Easton Barber in the 33 truck. For Pizza Hut X Series, you've got Chris Dollarton in the 1, you've got Aubrey Eselstein in the 3, Dougie Shears in the 7, Phil Parker in the 5, and Matt McIntyre in the 9. And for Hersheys Cup Series, you've got Brooke Allen in the 3, Daniel Gilbert in the 4, and Joshua Collard in the 33. So there you go. Let's see. Seemed like there was one other thing that I wanted to tell you guys, and now I don't remember. Can't think of it. Well, let's see. I've been running for almost an hour now. So I've apparently forgotten something very important, but I'll probably let you guys know. I don't think it's anything that's earth-shattering going to take place now. I think it was something that was further on down the road, but I can't think of what it was. Having bad luck as Jefferson in your channel. Oh, it's bad luck as Jefferson. Well, I mean, Jefferson's got a win at Talladega last year, but I get what you're saying. Yeah, I think that's basically. I think I'm gonna end the stream here probably now. I want to thank all you awesome people for the 3 dislikes on the stream. Really cool. Okay. Anyway, so yeah, like I said, for the rest of the day, check out tonight somewhere between 5:30, 5:45. We'll be coming on here live for our WWE Elimination Chamber YWC predictions. And yes, dislike. Hashtag dislike in the chat, people. Hashtag dislike. And then tonight as well, at 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, head on over to Levi's Twitch channel, twitch.tv/ThreshManiac99 to check out the footage of our Dover race, which is the here. Let me do some self promotion here. As soon as it loads up, yeah, head over to watch the. There you go. The Icebreakers Online Series Season 7 USG Sheetrock Tools 120 from Dover International Raceway. And there's the last guy that ever won a Dover race that Icebreakers was at, DJ Curtis. Actually, the only time that we've gone to Dover in Icebreakers was in Season 4 and Season 5. Zach Buchanan winning Season 4 and DJ Curtis winning Season 5. So, I don't know why I got 4 dislikes. I don't care. Dislikes and likes mean nothing to me. But check that out. Check out that race tonight. Head on over there and follow Levi's channel. And aside from that, yeah, I think basically two things that I do know will probably be taking place on April 2nd will be the Royal Rumble will come back. I don't even remember what annual one that is. Let me look and see. It would be is it the 6th? Or would it be the 5th? I think we might be up to the 5th. Spun last time we went to Dover Online. Was that Net Zero, Charles, or was that Cheez-It Cup Series? Probably was Net Zero, because if that was the last time. Let's see. Royal Rumble. Oh, wow. It'll be the 7th annual. Holy cow. What's with all the 7s all of a sudden? We got the 7th year coming up for this channel. Oh, Cheez-It, because we were in Cup Cars. Well, then that wasn't the last time we were at Dover, Charles, because we were at Dover in Net Zero as well. So that wasn't the last time you went to Dover. But see, so we got the 7th year coming up. We got the 7th year of Hersheys Cup Series will be taking place next season. And now we've got the 7th Royal Rumble that'll be coming up. So we'll have the 7th Royal Rumble. and we will have the 13th annual Snickers Cup Series Daytona 500. Those will be taking place on. Oh, I remember you clutching going into the corners. Yep, I do remember that. That long green flag run. Yeah, I finished 4th in that race, I think. I was, wow, TBT to when I drove the Superman car. But we got those two things, and then we'll probably have some other cool stuff that'll come out on April 2nd. But other than that, terrible times for Net Zero, kept overdriving turn 1. Yeah, surprisingly, Charles, everything that I lost on my hard drive, I still have the Net Zero setup for Dover. I don't know why. I'm not using it tonight for Icebreakers, but I still have it. Anyway, gonna end off this stream here. Thanks everybody for tuning in. It's a celebration. I'm finally able to live stream again. YouTube finally took away the not being allowed to stream privilege thing. I don't even actually know if the strike is gone on my channel or not, but regardless, I'm still able to stream now. So anyway, thanks everybody for tuning in. Hopefully I answered all you guys' questions and you got some insight of what's going on in the channel behind the scenes and all that kind of stuff. So until tonight's YWC predictions of Elimination Chamber, I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye!